Welcome to a summary of the Financial Times for the 17th of July 2014. This is a selection of stories from the FT, meant for people who don't read the FT but might benefit from the information. All the content belongs to the Financial Times. Okay, GlaxoSmithKline admits to China bribery scandal. This is regarding an accusation in 2001. JSK has been scrutinized by the US Department of Justice since Chinese authorities accused them of paying $500 million in bribes. The UK employment rate. The FT reports that the British economy is creating jobs at an unprecedented pace. However, average earnings growth has sunk. This contradicts the government's hopes to deliver an increase in the living standards of most voters before the next general election. The UK aerospace industry is to be given £154 million of public funds. This is to invest in new technology. Almost a third will go to the UK engineering group, JKN, that will be using it for 3D printing lightweight metallic parts for aircrafts. Approximately £42 million will go to the Airbus-led research on designing, creating and assembling wings. Approximately £20 million will be invested in jet engines, which is important to the industry for the UK because of Rolls-Royce. About £13 million will go to the research done by Thales, a defence contractor, regarding improving phone and Wi-Fi access in the air. The UK has the second largest aerospace industry, after the US, but is facing competition from Russia and China. US and EU sanctions on Russia. Barack Obama said that he was introducing new sanctions because of Russia's continued support for separatists in eastern Ukraine. Russia's largest oil company, Rosneft, was added, as well as two of Russia's largest banks, Gazprom Bank and VEP, and Novatek, the largest independent natural gas producer. Also added to the list were 8 defense companies that included Kalashnikov, a senior member of Russian intelligence, a member of parliament, and a minister now responsible for the Crimea. New sanctions might affect Morgan Stanley's sale of its oil trading merchant business to Rosneft. The deal was expected to be finalized in the third quarter, pending review by the Committee of Foreign Investment. The BRICS Development Bank is to be headquartered in Shanghai, China. There was a disagreement between India and China as to where the $100 billion BRICS Development Bank should be headquartered. With China winning the privilege, the FT says that it reflects the central role that China plays in the BRICS partnership. India will, however, provide the bank's first president. Each country will inject an initial $2 billion over 7 years, and reserve arrangements are decided according to financial strength, so China will have $41 billion, Brazil, Russia and India will have $18 billion, and South Africa will have $5 billion. Is the Syrian opposition close to collapse? There are many disillusioned fighters and activists who are leaving Syria. Months of stalemate have left too many groups fighting for territory. However, many rebel groups have pledged loyalty to ISIS, some in order to survive, and others because of the resources that ISIS has. Either way, the FT says that it is accumulating more manpower. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, reported a net inflow of $38 billion in the second quarter. Fixed income products and iShares exchange-traded funds did well. Institutional business did not do so well, with customers taking money out of both index funds. The numbers beat expectations by a tenth and has won BlackRock more support, with its shares up 20% in the last year. Bank of America. The B of A has a $4 billion legal charge over mis-sold mortgage-backed securities. The bank reported a 43% decrease in second quarter income compared to a year ago. The Bank of England also announced a $650 million legal settlement with AIG to resolve outstanding mortgage-backed security litigation between the two entities. Barrick Gold replaces CEO role with 2 co-presidents. the world's largest gold miner by volume, will have Kevin Jushinsky, Senior Executive Vice President, and Jim Gowans, Chief Operating Officer, as co-presidents responsible for the company's strategic priorities and operating plans. eBay's online security breach impedes sales. Analysts say that the market segment of eBay is not performing as well as hoped because of online shoppers having been drawn to rival Amazon, as well as smaller, more focused online retailers. PayPal claimed that it had not been affected by the data breach at eBay. Online payments is a rapidly growing segment, and the competition is stiff, with Visa Payments Company, for example, coming out with its own online payment facility. Gold benchmark banks seek independent body to run it. In 1919, the UK Treasury requested the creation of the Gold Fix, which occurs twice a day. The member banks have a secure conference call where a starting price is quoted. Then each bank states how much gold it wants to sell or buy, and the price is adjusted accordingly. The process is criticized for its lack of transparency. But to keep in line with new regulations, the four banks that run the global benchmark, Barclays, HSBC, Société Générale, and Scotiabank, are seeking an independent party to take over. Chinese GDP growing 7.5% in the second quarter from a year earlier. UniCredit says that the growth is partly thanks to the authorities' intensified stimulus measures, but continuing problems include a housing market slump, ongoing efforts to decrease overcapacity, and shadow banking activities, all of which weigh down economic expansion. Thank you very much.